Hey everyone, welcome back to Canada Immigration, where we break down the real talk on global migration. If you're dreaming of calling Canada home in 2026, buckle up because the government's just dropped a bombshell on immigration levels. We're talking a massive cut in permanent resident targets from over 500,000 down to just 380,000 next year. That's right, fewer spots, tougher competition, and a whole new game for temporary workers and students. But is this the end of Canada's welcoming vibe, or a smart reset for sustainability? Stick around as we unpack the shocking details, what it means for you, and how to stay ahead. Hit that like button if you're applying soon, and subscribe for weekly updates. Let's dive in. Why the changes? First, a quick rewind. Canada exploded its immigration targets in recent years to fuel economic recovery post-pandemic, hitting highs of 500,000 permanent residents annually. But with housing shortages, strained healthcare, and inflation biting hard, public pressure mounted. The feds responded with the 2025 to 2027 immigration levels plan last October, signaling a pause and pivot to balance growth with livability. Fast forward to today, November 4, 2025, Prime Minister Mark Carney's government is teasing the next 2026 to 2028 plan. But based on current trajectories, expect even tighter controls to hit that 5% temporary resident cap by year's end. The goal? Sustainable growth that doesn't overwhelm infrastructure while still attracting top talent. Key details, the numbers breakdown. Let's get to the meat. Here's the shocking new reality for 2026. Permanent residents, down to 380,000 admissions, a 24% drop from 2025's 395,000 and way below the old 500K peak. Breaking it down by category. Economic class, 62% of total, around 235,600 spots, prioritizing skilled workers in healthcare, trades, and tech via express entry and provincial nominee programs. In Canada, draws from temporary residents get a boost. Over 40% of admissions could be folks already here on work or study permits. Family reunification, 24%, about 91,200 for spouses, kids, and parents, stable but competitive. Refugees/humanitarian, 14%, roughly 53,200, with a focus on vulnerable groups like LGBTQ+ refugees and women in crisis. Francophone outside Quebec, jumping to 9.5% of totals, about 36,100 spots, to boost French-speaking communities. Temporary residents, this is where it gets really tight. Expect a decline of over 445,000 in the population by end 2026, aiming for just 5% of Canada's total pop, about 2 million people. Study permits, capped at a 10% reduction from 2024 levels, with tougher post-graduation work permit rules. Only aligned programs qualify now. Work permits, 10% employer cap on low-wage hires, wages hiked 20% for high-skill roles. Spousal open work permits? Restricted for student and low-wage spouses. Asylum/visitors, partial visa requirements for high-risk countries like Mexico to curb irregular claims. Impacts, winners, losers, and silver linings. So, what's the ripple effect? For newcomers, more competition means higher CRS scores for express entry, aim for 500+, and PNPs will be gold for regional applicants. Students? Pivot to in-demand fields like STEM or trades for better PGWP odds. Employers, you'll need to prove why you can't hire locally, especially in low-wage sectors. On the flip side, this reset could ease housing pressures by 670,000 units by 2027, boost GDP per capita, and lower unemployment. Canada's still a beacon, economic immigrants make up the bulk, and commitments to refugees hold strong. But if you're low-skilled or from oversubscribed streams, 2026 might feel like a wake-up call to upskill or explore alternatives like the US or Australia. Actionable tips. Ready to adapt? Here's your 2026 playbook. Boost your profile, max language scores, get Canadian work experience via temp routes. Target provinces, Ontario and BC PNPs are hot, but Atlantic provinces offer faster paths. Monitor updates, the 2026 to 2028 plan drops soon. Check IRCC weekly. Consult pros, free IRCC tools or regulated consultants only, no scams. Pro tip, if you're already in Canada on a temp visa, transition to PR ASAP. The in-Canada focus is your edge. There you have it, the shocking but strategic shift in Canada's 2026 immigration landscape. It's a tighter door, but one that's prioritizing quality over quantity for a stronger future. What do you think? Smarter policy or too restrictive? Drop your thoughts in the comments, share your story, and if this helped, smash that like and subscribe for more breakdowns. Stay hopeful. Thanks for watching, See you next time.